We don't come into this world tough. We're not born tough. Being tough is something that you have to work at. And yet, today, so few people even think about being tough. They're just ready to cry to their mamas. It's like those memes you see going around where it's like saying something to the effect of, some of y'all walk around like you've never been hit in the face before, and it shows. It used to be that if you were bullied, it built character later on in life. It turned you into who you are, and you built a thicker skin. You got a thicker skin because you endured it. Now, that's not the case recently, where we got all these little crybabies that, want to be a victim. They like it. They like being a victim. Poor me, and I'll never understand that. I'm at the very bottom of the Gen X crew, and after that, it's just like, we just became soft. I mean, at what point do you stop tattletaling or crying to your mama or your teacher or your boss about something? And I'm not talking physical or sexual abuse. I'm talking about everyday joking around, let's just say, for example, I don't know how many times a day I've said, I'm going to kick your ass, or I'm going to kick this person's ass, or whose ass needs to be kicked because they did this or that. And never once in this environment of business did I ever kick anyone's ass. It was just, making a point. It was just making a point. But what do you do when there's that person that's like, oh, she said she's gonna kick my ass, I'm scared, and then they go crying to their mama or someone of authority about it? I'm not making this shit up. It's just like, where did all the tough people go? Where did all the tough men go? When was it like the adult boys, because they're not men, didn't go crying to their mamas or their bosses? They just, went on with their lives. Because who does that? I remember this one shop that I worked in, and I got called a stupid bitch probably every single day. Now, that's fine. The only time it bothered me is when I messed up on something. But it sure made me not want to mess up, because then it made it true. So, if anything, I was just like, well, I don't like being called that, so as long as I don't mess up, I don't care if this individual, it was just like, but never did it occur to me to contact my boss or HR or whatever and say, hey, this person is calling me this. Because I'm not a whiny little bitch. It really blows my mind what's happened to society, how soft we've become. How if you're a victim of something, you got this voice and you need to use it. I'm not saying in all cases. I'm saying in certain situations, like if this was a real, abusive situation, yeah. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about every day, back and forth. Like, what happened? Alright, vent, rant, it's over, but y'all gone soft. Too soft. I can't handle it.